Did you know Little House on the Prairie was once one of the highest-rated shows on television, only to end in total destruction? For nearly a decade, the beloved series brought heartwarming stories and family values to millions. But behind the scenes, power struggles, feuds, and a shocking decision that led to its explosive finale. So why did the show really end? And what led to its jaw-dropping final episode? Let's dive into the untold story of Little House on the Prairie. The show almost never made it to air. Former NBC executive Ed Friendly saw its potential and aimed to bring a gritty, realistic adaptation to television. However, his vision clashed with Michael Landon's more sentimental approach. Landon, fresh off his success with Bonanza, agreed to direct the pilot in 1973, under the condition that he also play Charles Ingalls. Once cast, he seized creative control, becoming the show's producer, head writer, and frequent director. Landon insisted on a polished aesthetic, clean-shaven characters, and uplifting family themes. Friendly, on the other hand, wanted historical accuracy, barefoot children, worn-down homes, and real survival struggles. When tensions escalated, Landon gave NBC an ultimatum: back him or lose him. The network sided with Landon, leaving Friendly with no creative control. He later joked that Little House on the Prairie should have been called How Affluent Is My Prairie, criticizing how far it strayed from Welder's vision. Despite these behind-the-scenes battles, the pilot aired on March 30th, 1974, and became a massive success, leading NBC to order a full series. At just 9 years old, Melissa Gilbert was chosen from 500 hopefuls to play Laura Ingalls. Michael Landon wanted raw authenticity, and her warmth won him over. He called her Half Pint, both on and off screen. Gilbert played Laura from 1974 to 1983, becoming one of TV's most beloved young stars. At 21, she became the youngest actress to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her adoptive brother, Jonathan Gilbert, also starred as Willie Olson. Karen Grassel, Caroline Ingalls, was a last-minute casting choice. A theater-trained actress with little TV experience, she impressed Landon with her maternal presence, but often clashed with him over deeper storylines. Ironically, Allison Arngrim auditioned for Laura, but landed the role of Nellie Olson instead, becoming one of TV's most unforgettable villains. Off-screen, she and Gilbert were close friends, despite their on-screen rivalry. Catherine McGregor, who portrayed Harriet Olson, brought a different energy to the show. Rather than playing a simple villain, she infused Harriet with humor and depth, even writing an 8-page backstory for her character. Her mother-daughter duo, with Arngrim's Nellie, added a layer of mischief and comedy that balanced the show's emotional weight. When Little House on the Prairie premiered on September 11, 1974, critics were skeptical. Some mocked it as a Walton's copy, and Michael Landon's polished look seemed too glamorous for a pioneer father, but viewers connected instantly. The pilot earned a strong 26.2 rating, and by season 4, it ranked number 7 in the Nielsen ratings, becoming NBC's top scripted series. Beyond its family-friendly appeal, the show tackled bold issues. Episodes explored racism, the wisdom of Solomon, drug addiction, Home Again, sexual assault, Sylvia, and child abuse, Child of Pain. It also addressed disabilities, Mary Ingalls' blindness, and women's rights, A Matter of Faith, giving it depth far beyond a simple historical drama. Despite its massive popularity, the show was often overlooked by major awards. Over 9 seasons, it earned 16 Emmy nominations, winning 4. Melissa Sue Anderson, Mary Ingalls, became the youngest actress ever nominated for lead actress in a drama for her portrayal of Mary's blindness. Though the show seemed like one big happy family on screen, tensions ran high behind the scenes. Karen Grassel clashed with Michael Landon over salary disputes. When she asked for a raise, he dismissed her, claiming her role wasn't as important. She believed he later cut her scenes in retaliation. Although they reconciled before Landon's death in 1991, their on-screen marriage hid real-life conflicts. Melissa Gilbert and Melissa Sue Anderson, Mary, had a distant relationship. Gilbert described Anderson as cold and difficult to connect with, possibly due to Anderson's strict stage mother. Anderson rarely spoke about Gilbert in her 2010 memoir, The Way I See It, reinforcing their lack of a real bond. Catherine McGregor frequently challenged Landon's creative choices, leading to frequent clashes. Allison Arngrim and Melissa Sue Anderson also had a tense relationship, with Arngrim claiming that Anderson once threatened to hit her during a fight scene. Attempts to bond off set failed, with Anderson allegedly calling Arngrim stupid during a game of backgammon. By the late 1970s, Little House on the Prairie remained a top NBC hit, but its heart began to fade. As Melissa Gilbert's Laura grew up and married Almanzo Wilder, played by Dean Butler, the show's family dynamics shifted. Earlier seasons thrived on themes of unity and survival, while later seasons focused on individual storylines that lacked the same emotional pull. Almanzo's portrayal didn't help. While historically important, Butler's performance felt stiff compared to past male leads. By its final season, 1982-83, Little House on the Prairie had dropped to 29th in ratings, a rebrand as Little House. A New Beginning failed, and the Carter family couldn't win over audiences. Michael Landon's departure was the final blow. Without its creative force, the show struggled as audiences shifted to high-stakes dramas like Dallas and Dynasty. Then came The Last Farewell, 1984. In a shocking finale, a ruthless businessman took over Walnut Grove. Rather than surrender, the townspeople blew up their own town, walking away as Onward, Christian soldiers played. For the cast, filming this scene felt like a funeral. Many broke down in tears as a decade of memories went up in flames. Michael Landon orchestrated the town's destruction in protest of NBC's abrupt cancellation. Yet Little House on the Prairie never faded. It became one of the most successful syndicated shows ever, with its audience growing 13 times larger than modern series. In 2024 alone, it racked up over 13 billion streaming minutes. Now in 2025, Netflix has announced a Little House reboot, sparking excitement and concern. Showrunner Rebecca Sonnenschein promises to honor Wilder's vision while making it relevant for today's audience. With 73 million books sold and nearly 50 years of TV history, Little House on the Prairie remains a cultural icon. Whether the reboot recaptures its magic remains to be seen, but its legacy is stronger than ever. Thanks for watching.